Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and this is the first episode of the Woo Crew podcast. The podcast I'm doing with my boy Matthew over here. Right? Is that the orientation I'm supposed to be pointing? Hi
Maybe.
Matthew, say hello.
Hi, Sean.
No, you point the other way. Yeah,
That
there
way?
I am. Um, we talk every now and then on weekends, and we realized, oh hey, we could just be having these Lego conversations recorded and on YouTube. So that's what we're
Yeah,
doing right now.
that's what we're doing
Um,
right now.
Matthew is not as big of a he's a Ninjago fan just like me, but he also dabbles in other themes more than I do, and he's less
Like
Ninjago than
Lego
I do.
friends.
So we have all so we have multiple points of views here on this podcast, and we're gonna I don't know explore different Lego related topics. He just watched Prime Empire for the first time
I did.
couple days
What's
ago, so that's gonna be something we discuss. And
what's this podcast about?
this podcast is about
Oh, cool.
Lego
I
Ninjago, Lego Harry Potter.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. Full disclosure, Matt is just a guy I hired off Craigslist because I don't have any friends and
Yeah.
I need someone to
He
film a podcast with, so.
he sent me this cool shirt.
So,
That sounds splendid.
bear with
So
us. This is our first podcast. We're going to be.
I just watched Prime Empire and it was really good. I was surprised how much I liked it. I did not watch the one before it because I watched
Season
the first
11.
episode. I watched the first episode and thought it was really stinky and
I don't mind season 11. I know some people hate it, some people like it, but I will gladly admit that the first episode of season 11 is the worst episode of Ninjago ever, and I do not blame you for not watching the rest of the season because it's
yeah, I just
pretty darn terrible. That first, not even the first, like the first three are pretty bad, and then it like picks up and the season's not as bad. It's got its ups and downs for the rest of the season, but episodes like 1 through 3, 4-ish are terrible.
yeah, I couldn't do it.
No,
I
I don't blame you.
I was I I think that's when they were trying to like reboot it,
Yeah,
right?
well, that's when
Like
they switched to the new animation studio. It's technically not season 11, it's season 1 of Ninjago, and Master of Spinjitzu has already ended, but it's
okay,
season 11. Everyone calls it season 11.
whatever. But it sucked. I could not get into it and I just didn't watch it. And no, that's okay. But I watched Prime Empire because I honestly, oh yeah, I watched it because I just got the Gamer Market and it's a cool set.
Yes, that
Um,
is a very cool set.
and it was really good. It's one of my probably new favorite seasons. I
Yeah,
have
I'm
not,
shocked how much I liked it compared to the last season. Because last season I enjoyed it, but it made me think this might be the downward fall of Ninjago because I can't imagine like if this is what they're leading the new series with, I can't imagine it getting better. But I was surprised because
I,
also the concept of gamer season to me was like, okay,
I
that's
know.
that's gonna be bad, but
Well,
it was
we ta-
surprisingly decent.
we talked about it before it came out, and we're like, this is gonna be so weird.
Yeah, well, because Rebooted is one of my, not one of my, it's my least favorite season, and that's very like, whoa, technology, cool,
Yeah,
robots, cool, and I thought this was going to be that to a whole new level, but they did it surprisingly well.
it was just like fun. Like it
Yeah,
was just a really fun season to watch. It wasn't super childish. I like the whole theme of like, yeah, these people aren't real, but they can still like,
yeah, just the concept of sentience and what it means, what
yeah,
life really is, like that's like a really deep and interesting concept for a Lego show about ninjas.
yeah. Also, Jay is my favorite ninja, so I liked a Jay season again. Skybound is my all-time favorite season, and that is a Jay season,
You're
and this
gonna
is
get
probably
people in the comments who are gonna disagree with that because people hate Skybound for some reason.
well. I love Skybound. It is by far my favorite season of the show. I think it is the best season of the show, and I think Prime Empire might be my second favorite season of the
Really?
show. Conversation over.
Now let's talk about
Yeah,
individual moments. What did you think of the Lloyd and Harumi fight?
that was awesome. It was
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah, I
That
like.
was I okay. When I watched the show, I actually watched it out of order because the playlist I was watching it on had the episode, the race, and that episode at the very end. So I didn't see those until the show was over. But
So Lloyd just disappeared. What episode?
yeah, all the, all the Ninja. I get to the episode where they're doing it's
Oh
Jay
right,
and Mia.
because Kai and Cole disappear in the race episode.
Yeah, I get to the episode where it's just like Jay and Mia, and I'm like, where'd everyone go? And I finish the show, and I never know where they go. But they're like, we need to save our friends, and I'm like, okay. And then I realized that episodes I think 11 and 12 were missing. Um, they were just like not on the playlist I was watching, so I had to go find them separately. And those were two of my favorite episodes of the show. No, episodes 12. I think episode 12 was where the Lloyd and Harumi fight was.
Yeah, that
That
sounds about right.
episode, Aquino, and the last episode are so good.
Yeah. Okino was such a great character because,
Yeah,
obviously, sentience was, the theme of the entire season, life and
yeah.
artificial intelligence, but Okino specifically, how we got to see an NPC specifically grapple with the idea of, oh, hey, I'm not real.
And just the whole story, how serious he was about
Yeah.
it. And was that Jay's dad at one point?
What?
Was it Jay's dad in that episode?
Not that I remember.
Because I couldn't tell if it was him or not, but it sounded like him, kind of.
No, I think it's just Canadian people because all
Oh,
the voice
okay.
actors are Canadian, so whenever they need a generic character, they always just have a Canadian accent.
Okay, okay. Because it was like a very strong Canadian accent, and I
Yeah.
know Jay's parents are very Canadian,
Yeah,
so
no,
I
it's
didn't
just
know.
because that's where that's where the show is
Well,
voice
yeah, no,
acted.
I know
Yeah,
all the actors are Canadian. I follow all the ones who are on Instagram.
yeah,
But the Aquino episode was so well written, and I
yeah.
love how serious he is about it, and it just feels like so bleak
Right,
because
because
he's
it feels like he thinks that's what his world is to guide people to the end, and then
yeah.
the ninja just come in nah, bro, it's just a game, and he's like, what?
And I like how he's just like walking around actually just like genuinely depressed the whole
Yeah.
episode.
I like the shifty shop in that episode.
Yeah. He's like you can actually make him as a minifigure, I think.
Probably, yeah. He
I
did.
I have the head that he uses. I don't know about
I don't
so
remember him off the top of my head because it's been a couple months since I watched the season. But yeah,
yeah, no. It was surprisingly good. I liked it. But I mean, I liked the minifigures like this ninja suit, I think is one of the most unique ninja suits we've ever gotten.
yeah.
So not Lloyd specifically. That's just
The
what I
digi
have.
suits, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just think it's cool.
I've said it for years. I've always wanted a ninja suit with white as its trim,
Yeah.
because we've gotten the suits that are black and then the ninja's color, but we've never gotten a white and then the ninja's color. And I was hoping that it would be for an Arctic theme, and then we got Ice Chapter and that didn't have that, so I was like, oh, maybe we won't
Well,
get this. But then we got it with Prime Empire, which is really cool.
I think season 11 is like the definitive suits because they've now had those. They had those for season 11, and they also
Yeah,
still kind of have them for season 13.
yeah, and they had it in the non-game parts of
Yeah.
season 12.
Well,
Yeah,
like I don't mind as much now that we didn't get Digi Zane because he just wore this suit the whole
yeah,
season.
yeah.
So
Though I would like Zane Noir.
that would be so cool. That episode was so. I liked how Pixel was like, "This is BS," and
Zane,
then she
what are you
was like,
talking about?
and then at the end she's like, "Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it too."
Yeah.
That was
Uh,
good.
And I like
Just
when Milton Dyer was like, "It's just a video game. It's not real." Then Pixel got all defensive, well,
uh
I'm real.
yeah, yeah.
That was a really good Zane episode. Though I feel like this might change in season 13, but with the past two seasons, I feel like Zane's a side character now. He's no longer a
Yeah.
main character.
Yeah, I didn't watch season 11, but he definitely felt like a side character.
Well, I mean, he had a big part in Fire Chapter, but then in Ice Chapter, he was literally evil for the entire season and
Yeah,
doesn't really do anything to the last few episodes. So
yeah,
they with Zane, they always find ways to write him out of the show in one way or another,
yeah.
and
They do.
I understand why. He is objectively the most overpowered character in the show, so it makes sense. But I wish they found ways to write him in rather than write him out. So I'm excited to see what they've got in season 13 because it looks like he does play a significant role in it. So we'll see.
Well, okay. One more thing I want to say about season 12, and then I want to talk a bit about season 13 because it's the most excited I've been for Ninjago
Yeah.
in years. Um, but Fugitive, I loved Fugitive. I have talked to you a lot about Fugitive, but I really want a Fugitive minifigure,
Well,
and I might
maybe
get.
if we get a CMF, he will come in it.
I'm thinking about amputating both of my arms and replacing them with wings
He doesn't
because
have wings. They're just attached. They're like a costume on top of his arms.
no. They're his arms.
No, I don't think they are.
Well, regardless, he is wonderful,
I like him
and
a
I think
lot.
he's really
He's
funny.
he's quite funny.
One more thing. Scott is cool. I like Scott a lot.
Scott was cool. I originally when I was watching the season, I thought the plot twist was going to be Scott was Milton Dyer, and then Unagami was just something else. But no,
Yeah.
Scott was just a dude who he was every kid's dream job, a video game tester,
Yeah.
and then he got stuck in the video game for 40 years. So
I think that whole story is kind of cool though. That like
yeah,
he literally just disappears.
yeah.
Like that's it. And the whole concept of like Kai using up all of his lives because
Yeah, that was really funny. And then
I like that.
oh, the League of J. I want to talk about the League of J.
Yes. I
Because
like that a lot.
number one, hilarious, tons of fun, and like really video gamey.
Yeah.
But then also something I noticed is in the finale, right? When all the people come out and like are resurrected from being dead in the video game, and are freed, the ninja are in their digisuits, meaning whatever, and the digisuits are just one of their avatars in the game, meaning the avatars transfer to real life. So does that mean the League of J now exists in real life in the Ninjago universe?
I guess. I don't know.
But then Scott changed back to human, but like I don't know, some things that were clearly avatars, they stayed avatars. And like the rats were able to come over, and like those are clearly digital rat people, so
The rats were really funny.
is the League of J real?
League of J in real?
So one thing I wanted to talk about was the finale to Prime Empire,
Yes.
because I think that was one of the best action sequences to ever take place in Ninjago. Like, one thing I have to say, like, the new animation is very hit or miss for me, but they do action very well. And
They definitely do action so much better than they used to. Especially, I don't remember the finale. Like, I didn't notice it standing out. I might honestly rewatch it because they're all like 10 minutes. But
yeah. Well, it was the dragon fight in the sky.
Oh, okay,
They
yeah,
were, like,
no,
circling around the buildings.
that was so cool. That was
like it was super well done. Like they know how to animate motion and action, and it looks really good.
That honestly makes me kind of want one of those two dragons because I want an Unagami figure now.
Yeah.
I might get Jay's dragon at some point to get Nia and Unagami. And
yeah,
also
that's probably the best way to go about it because yeah, you want a Nia anyway, and I like that set a lot. I thought I hated it, but then actually getting it, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah, and my other thing is, both those figures are like $11 on Bricklink, so it's $22 for the figures.
Hey, that's weird that Unagami is so expensive. Like
I know.
He comes in a $30 set.
But for $22, I'd rather spend $20 more and get 3 more figures and the dragon because it is a cool set.
And you get both rats, so extra.
I have 2 of the green one and 1 of the red one though.
Okay, but you could get one more of each.
Okay.
And rats funny?
I would have much preferred the red visors being like the common figure.
Yeah, me too.
I don't get why they're not the one that's really common, but whatever.
They're so much cooler than the even if they did like more differences in the rats, like they had like the purple one and stuff like there was in the show. I wouldn't mind so much, but there's only 2 rats that come in sets, and I really wish they.
And they're in almost every set.
Pretty much, yeah.
The only set that
not in the Scott car.
Yeah, that's the only set rats that don't come in.
Is it
also?
Really?
Yeah, it is. I think Nia should have come in the Scott car.
Yeah, she definitely should have. It makes way more sense than Kai, considering it matches her color scheme, and she drove that car in the show.
Yeah, I don't get why she. I mean, I would still not want to get that set for Nia.
But Nia and 2 red visors, yeah, that's a lot more appealing.
Yeah, I would have been way more inclined to buy that set if it came with Nia instead of Kai.
Oh, why does Scott come in more sets than Nia?
I don't know.
And like I know they hate putting Nia in sets, but she's also the second to last one to survive in the show. So she should be in the most besides Jay, but no, instead it's Lloyd and Kai.
I feel like whenever Jay gets a season, it's also like Nia's season 2.
Yeah.
So I really would have liked her to come in more sets, especially because her suit is really cool this season.
Yeah. Though I don't know, like my assumption with why Nia doesn't come in sets is because she uses gunmetal gray, and I think metallic parts are probably more expensive to produce than regular parts.
That's
And that's
possible.
why this wave's an exception, because they all use metallic parts, so it's like, might
Yeah.
as well put Nia in sets. But it's like, she not only is like, a big character that season, she's also the one like main female ninja, and like I feel like Lego should have that easily available, because you really limit like your audience if you say, yeah, the only like main girl in the show, you can't get her for more than, you have to spend $50 to get her. Like, that's not.
Yeah. I feel like Nia should have gotten an arcade pod over Kai.
Yeah, but the Kai Arcade Pod's the best one, so.
I like the J one more.
Yeah, the J1 has the, I don't know, I just love, like, the J1 definitely has the most thought put into it. Like, it's the arcade
Yeah.
pod from the show, and the figure is definitely, it's got like the dual-sided face, and it's definitely super detailed, but I love how the Kai one looks. Like, it's so
I
cool.
like that. I like that the Kai one is like male Harumi
Yeah.
face.
I don't think that's what it's supposed to be, but that's how everyone, like, literally everyone uses it, so
Yeah.
it's very funny.
It is a. I think I think Kai's avatar figure looks the best, but
Yeah.
I think Jay's pod overall is the best pod.
Yeah, I prefer Jace Pod just because it's the main one in the show, but
Yeah.
I like the design of Kai's. Also,
Um.
in terms of like value, DigiJ comes in so many more sets than the other two.
Yeah.
Lloyd's probably the best Digi suit to get, for because I think the cheapest he comes is 30, and the cheapest Kai comes is 20. Yeah.
Yeah. A complaint I have. I think they should have included Racer 7 in one of the
Yeah.
sets because they came out with the car she uses.
Yeah.
It makes sense that she doesn't come in that set because it's not a set
Right,
from
it's
this wave,
Legacy.
really, but I really would have liked to have gotten her in some way because she's like a minifigure with pieces that are able to be produced. They're not like random Ninjago, like brand new pieces.
Yeah.
So I think she should have come in maybe Scott's car or like the Empire Temple
Or
of
even
Madness set
throw
because
her in the gamers market, because I mean, there's so many random figures in that set. Like,
yeah,
put her over DigiJ
that,
in that set. Like, DigiJ does not really need to be in that set.
yeah.
Because, like, that's the set Okino comes in, and, like, lore-wise, it doesn't make any sense for Okino to be there, but I'm glad he was included at all.
Although, okay, the only way I could see it kind of making sense is because you get this, like, stall, which is the one from right before the mountain.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess that makes sense, but they have Okino running like a weapon shop. Like, that's what they tell you to put him in the instructions,
Yeah.
And like, that's not what he does.
No.
That's not him.
I do have to say, since I just got that set's so cool.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, the builds are tiny but very well done, and then what is it, 8 or 9 figures? I think it's 9. 9 figures for $30 is crazy. And not only is it 9 figures, but like half of them are exclusive.
Mm-hmm. No,
right? That's like right. Harumi comes in that set too, and she doesn't make any sense there either.
That was just a figure pack.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like the Lego City sets except for Ninjago.
I hope we get more of those in the future, because they.
I agree. I agree. But yeah, no, it's overall good season, good sets. I think I have a set that you don't. I have the Velocity Racers.
Yeah, I don't have the two I don't have are Velocity Racers and Unigami Dragon. I'm considering getting them at some point, but they just did not have figures I didn't have. I don't love the set, so I didn't feel super obligated to get them.
Okay.
But I may get them at some point.
I think you should get the Velocity Racers, but I mean, you're not a J person, but I really like it.
I like J, but like I have so many ninja vehicles from over the years, and like another plane and another plane. Is it 2 planes? What comes in that set? I don't even know.
Jay's plane thing and Lloyd's bike. I don't like Lloyd's bike. I think it looks good, but I prefer Jay's vehicle.
Yeah, I don't care for it too much.
Okay.
Shaky camera. I may get it at some point if I have no other Ninjago sets to get, but
yeah. Well, don't you have?
It's not. I would rather finish the Summer Wave before I got that. I may get the Unigami Dragon though.
I thought you did finish the Summer Wave.
No, I'm missing Lloyd. I think Lloyd's Mac is the only one I'm
last
missing.
Last summer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. This Summer Wave, Lego just gave them to me. Yeah. And I've got the last one. I got another thing coming on Tuesday.
Nice. Yeah. That's out already. Like, some people have that.
I know, which is weird. Well, they were supposed to send it to me like 2 weeks ago, but it's finally showing up on Tuesday. But whatever.
Okay. But yeah, I also want to talk a little bit about before we're like done with Ninjago stuff. I'm not the biggest Ninjago fan. I mean I've watched pretty much every season except 11 and Hands of
7.
Time. Yeah. Um, but I like it. I bought sets fairly, like I guess kind of inconsistently over the years, but I have most
I
ninja
feel like
suits.
I think last wave is the only one you really didn't. Last summer was the only time you didn't really buy many of the
I
sets.
only bought one set.
Yeah,
I got the set with the wolf girl,
yeah, Akita.
Akita. That is really cool. Like mold, I like that a lot. But
Yeah, it's very cool.
the wave coming this summer, I'm pretty excited for. Actually, I have the suits. Like I got all the figures online, but wow, they're good. Like they're really
Yeah.
good. I don't have we talked about them since I got them.
I don't think so. No, not since you got them. No.
I love them. Like they're so cool. I don't have the proper legs and proper torso for Kai, but um,
And you don't have the proper legs for Lloyd, Cole, or Nia either, right?
yeah,
Zane and Jared, the only ones you have complete.
yeah. um, but the suits are so cool. Like,
Yeah, they're I really like it. Some people say like, oh, these are my least favorite suits, but I honestly prefer that, like, because we have so many just like standard ninja
yeah,
suit. I would rather them go crazy and do something unique than just.
yeah.
And Digisuits did that, and these do that.
Well, yeah, those are where I think Ninjago suits are best, where they're not just ninja suits.
Yeah,
And I'm also very into like medieval and fantasy stuff. So,
yeah. Well, be happy because this is your castle theme for
uh,
the next like 5 years.
yeah, that's so lame, but you're probably
Goodbye,
right.
Lego original themes.
Yes, hello Ninjago. Can't wait to get Atlantis through Ninjago.
Oh, no, I can. My prediction is one of the two waves, probably winter next year, is going to be underwater themed,
Yeah.
and the suits are going to be like scuba style suits.
Mhm.
And the enemies are going to be some fish people or something,
I
and
I could see
it'll
that
be a
being
Nia
cool.
season.
I could see
Yeah,
that being cool though.
definitely, yeah. But just because, like, based on the trend they're doing, that each ninja is getting a chapter. We had Fire, Ice, Prime Empire was Lightning,
Mhm.
Master of the Mountain is going to be Earth, and then next will be Water and Ground. Not Ground, Water and Green, I assume, or I don't know which order they're doing it, but
Yeah.
whatever water chapter is, I can almost guarantee will be underwater.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I think that'll be yeah. It's
Um
just
al- Also, just like the new hood and armor pieces are so cool.
I made an observation the other day. I noticed that the like if you think about ninja suits from 2011 till 2018, we had two armor pieces. We had the original two shoulder pad ZX armor, and then we had the
Mhm.
Skybound armor, and that was it. We didn't have
Yeah.
any other armor pieces for the ninja. But then the villains would get like new armor every season.
Yeah.
But now it's the other way around, where the villains constantly reuse armor. It's either just like the basic shoulder pads or the Mister
Yeah.
E piece, and
That's it.
that's it. Yeah.
I noticed actually though. I noticed that they don't like to make villain vehicles as much anymore.
Yeah, I saw some people in my comments talking about that. Yeah.
Honestly though, I'm okay with that. I prefer to get the locations and not like some stupid one-off vehicle because
Here's the thing, but they still make ninja vehicles. I wish they would just focus on, like, my opinion, it should be locations and villain vehicles, and then save ninja vehicles for Legacy, because I feel like Legacy ninja vehicles are way more likely to sell, because I would rather get something that's, like, been a staple in the show for so many years than to get something that's going to appear and then never appear again.
that's
So,
true. I mean, I feel like you can make the argument for both sides though, because
yeah.
like I do like getting new random ninja vehicles. I think they usually look pretty good.
Yeah,
But
it
I
depends. Like,
also
it depends. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, I have
I
so
also
many at this point.
I know I have a bucket full of just like broken up Lego Ninjago sets
And maybe it's
and
because I don't take things apart, because all of mine are still together, but
yeah, no,
like I'm
that's
looking
also
over on my
probably true.
shelf and now like stuff like the Kai Fighter, like both the original and the new one are good, but neither of them are a vehicle I really love.
Yeah.
But like
Um
both of those, when they come out, are the only way to get that Kai
yeah,
suit. Right, Rebooted Kai didn't come in any of their sets, and now Legacy 2 Kai currently doesn't come in any other sets. So it's like
I think he will.
probably I expect next year's Legacy to be largely tournament. But knowing them, we'll get one more tournament set, and it'll come with Zane and Lloyd again.
Yeah. Probably. All I care about is that they made the J Stormfighter, and that set is perfect. So
Yeah, I don't love that set, but
I do. You know I do. That is one of my favorite Ninjago sets.
it's
That
okay. It's well
that
done. It's just I don't care for it too much.
that and the Monastery are so good.
Monastery is excellent. I can't like.
My Monastery is better than yours, so
Okay, well you customize. I don't customize my sets. I am just a byproduct display product boy. The only
it's
customization I've done is when you built me the walls for the
oh yeah,
lighthouse.
I did do that. It's better that way.
It is much better that way. For context for the viewers, the Lighthouse Siege from 2016 has like two open sides to it, and Matthew gave me these custom walls he built for one of the sides so that it looks more closed up, and it makes the set so much better.
Yes, it does. I have mine displayed on the side that would be open, and it would be so ugly. Like
Yeah,
okay, I've honestly never had it built without the wall on it
yeah.
though, because I built that wall before the set even came out.
I
Like when the
kind of
pictures came
forgot
out.
that it came without a wall because I've had your
Yeah,
modification on it for so long, and
yeah.
yeah, it's really good.
That's just good overall.
Yeah, I would like.
Um,
They should do a UCS version and include Dr. Julian. That would be really cool.
they should just do a legacy version. It doesn't even have to be UCS and include Dr. Julian.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. I don't know, just a bigger version that's closed up on all sides. And
Yeah, honestly, I know we talked about this when you thought the bounty like had
yeah, I
the.
know.
I want if they remake the lighthouse, it to come with a brick built Kraken.
That would be really dumb, but really fun.
I think it would just be a cool thing to include.
Yeah, I feel like I don't. I feel like that might take away parts though from the act because Ninjago usually does not go too expensive. Like
That's
aside from
true.
movie, I don't think we've ever gotten a set over 130, which and not counting D2C. Um,
I
and
don't think it
D2C
has to
usually
be.
don't have huge side builds like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I don't know. I just think it'd be cool.
It would be cool, but or just have a set that is just the Kraken and it comes with Dr. Julian and that's it.
I don't think that would.
No, give us a set of the Grundle. I want the Grundle.
Yes, the Grundle. We need the Grundle. Very important and good thing. Something else I want to talk about. It is not Ninjago. So, is there anything else Ninjago related that you'd like to talk about?
Do we want to talk about the season 13 trailer at all? I've given my thoughts, but I think you watched it, so
Oh yeah, I did watch it. I think it looks really interesting, and I wish they made something from like that city they show in the beginning
yeah.
because oh my god, those figures are beautiful.
They made Vania. They made one figure from it.
No, but I want those like floating samurai guards. Oh, like those are so cool looking.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
they
if we get a CMF next year.
like yeah, no, if they're gonna do a CMF, that needs to be in it because it looks so good. I
But that's the thing with Ninjago is there's like characters like that every season where it's just like, what I don't get Lego. They're promoting a product that doesn't exist. Like,
yeah,
why advertise a product that doesn't exist? I don't
I
get
don't
it.
know. All I know is I want what is it, Ivory City
Yeah, or
figures. I want
Shintaro, the Kingdom of Shintaro.
no, yeah, they said I think like the Ivory City of
Shintaro, yeah,
yeah. Give us the king and give us the guards,
yeah.
please, Lego. I know they would never make a set out of that because I'm sure it's only in like one episode in the beginning.
No,
But
I think it's gonna be like their recon point this season, but I
oh,
don't
okay,
think it's. I don't think it'll appear after the season. No.
still, I would love that to be a set, like
Yeah.
just the part like a main keep or something. That would
Though if
be
we were to
awesome.
get something like Brooktober again, I don't think one of those figures would be out of the question, considering we
I
got
agree.
like White Ninjoid
Yeah,
before. Which
yeah.
great figure, a great figure. Just of all the figures that have been made in Ninjago, I would have wished for literally anyone else first.
I don't have a problem with White Ninja because it's been in so many seasons.
Yeah, I guess now when it was released, it hadn't been in so many, but now
No,
it's appeared more often.
I do have a
Um,
problem that they made an SOG grunt a
yeah,
figure.
again, really great figure though. Like
I don't
that's a
have
pretty
it, but
excellent
I
figure.
think it's weird.
It's definitely weird, but it's very well made. It's just why, like Dr. Julian could have been Dr. Julian or
Yes.
Faith or Casual Harumi. That was another one is that they did Oni Mask Harumi instead of Casual
Yeah,
Harumi,
yeah.
which Oni Mask Harumi incredible figure, like so much better than the Ultraviolet that had like a similar outfit, but that appeared for so little of the season, and you could just use Ultraviolet and it would have worked.
Mm.
Casual Harumi we have in no form at all, and it would have been amazing. So,
it is
CMF,
what it is.
that would be good.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I would like a Ninjago CMF. I think that'd be cool.
Yes, it would.
I would be up for that. Okay, next topic. I know you're not a Star Wars boy.
No, I'm not a Star Wars boy.
But I'm a Star Wars boy.
Hello, Star Wars boy.
Hello. 2020 summer pictures were recently released, and there's a lot of controversy in the community about the reuse of the Mustafar Obi-Wan and Anakin. I got something.
Do you really want to talk about this? Because I made a video and I just like offhandedly mentioned, I don't think it's a big deal. And people in the comments went off on me. They were like, how would you feel they put the wrong Ninjago figure in a set? Oh, M&R knows more than you do.
I'm here to come to your defense. I have been buying LEGO Star Wars since 2004. I have thousands and thousands of dollars. I am a LEGO Star Wars fan, okay? I got the black hair Kanan and Jarrus. I got some misprinted clone troopers. I have like 600 stormtroopers. I am a LEGO Star Wars fan. I don't think it's a problem. I think they're some of the best LEGO Star Wars figures to have come out recently. I love the Anakin. I like the Obi-Wan a little less, but the Anakin is phenomenal. I love that minifigure. And I don't care that they were using it. They're really good. Why change something that's good? They're making like 3 different 501st clone troopers and Ahsoka in one wave. Shut up about Anakin and Obi-Wan. It's so annoying. Be happy that you're getting 501st troopers, and we also got Anakin and Obi-Wan in a $20 set in that same year. That is the first time that has happened since like 2005. Why are you complaining? They're good figures.
And sorry. I'm not allowed to talk about this, but like they are from the same movie, and aren't they the same suits, just the Mustafar ones are battle damaged?
Yes, the only difference is on the Mustafar figures, I don't even know if you can see it here, but they have some little like ash marks on them. They have battle damage. That is the only thing that changes.
And listen, I understand the wishing they were more accurate, but LEGO's not with Star Wars, there's so many varied characters, and they only have so many figures they could produce in 1 year. If they were to create 2 versions of Anakin and Obi-Wan, that's 2 other completely separate figures they couldn't produce this year. So I would rather them go into producing more different characters than 2 versions of the same character that are nearly identical except for a few burn marks.
Yeah.
And I think in a couple of years we probably will get these same figures without the burn marks, but it costs more to wipe those burn marks off for new figures than to just produce the same exact ones. They're not going to do them both in 1 year.
Yeah. And it's not like they're using an episode 2 suit for episode 3 sets. They are the proper suits. They're just battle damage. And it's the Jedi are fighting a war. Perhaps they're not perfect for the scenes they're supposed to be in. But if the majority of LEGO Star Wars fans are children and will not give a crap if they have some battle damage. I know when I was a kid, I would have preferred them to have battle damage. LEGO is being really nice making a 501st battle pack. They didn't have to do that. They did that because people told them to. Their audience is not adults most of the time. When they're advertising to adults, it's got a black box and says 18+. These sets say 12+ or 10+ or something. They're for kids.
Or 6 to 10.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the Anakin Starfighter has a super high age on it.
No, because it's a $30 set that I know the little spaceships sell really well to children.
Yeah. And also, so that one I understand more because that is an Anakin set. But then with the Grievous Starfighter, they could have just not put Obi-Wan in that set. Be happy he's included at all, is what I'd say, because that set doesn't scream, this needs Obi-Wan. It's just Grievous' Starfighter. Though I know my first set ever was a Grievous Starfighter, and I believe that set only came with Grievous.
It did.
And is the Clone Trooper in that set exclusive too?
It is, but there was a very similar version of that figure in a 2014 battle pack.
Okay, so still an exclusive figure, even if it's not the most unique. So already, like, that's pretty excellent. I know that set's too expensive. I agree with everybody on that. I think that's a ridiculous price for it,
Yeah.
but that does not, just because something's way too expensive does not mean they can produce an extra figure. Like, the price should be down, but it's not the Obi-Wan's fault. Like, I feel like
Don't.
people's rage is directed to the wrong spot. Like, I maybe I'm just not a rich kid, but when I was that age, I could not just dump $80 on
Yeah.
Grievous Starfighter, or all these sets are so expensive, and people
I
in the comments were like, "Oh, it's okay, the prices are fair because it's the Disney tax," but Disney tax doesn't always get them. Like, some sets are fair, so it makes me realize, hey, they can afford to produce
well,
sets of this size for this cost.
I
They
mean,
just don't want to.
look at the 501st Battle Pack. That is a $30 set with 4 new minifigures, 2 battle droids, and 2 pretty good builds for $30.
Yeah. And
That is,
that set I'd say that's a fair price. Like, it's
yeah.
not as fair of a price as Ninjago, but like that's the Disney tax. Ninjago could be like 5 cents per part sometimes, while Star
Hmm.
Wars, as long as it sticks to 10, is a fair price. But Star Wars is going to like 15 cents per part, which is
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
I
Like,
think the Grievous Starfighter is like 18 or 19 cents per
that's
piece.
so terrible.
That's the price per part of a character building. Like that's the price per part of like the old not that old, like a Bionicle or the what were they called? Like
Hero
the
Factory?
no, not Hero Factory. They were Star Wars. They were like Bionicle Star Wars. I
Oh,
don't
Construction, is that what they're called?
maybe, but like that's the price per part of those, and it kind of
Yeah.
makes sense for those because they all need their own pieces.
Right, and they have massive parts. Do I have Sorry, shaky camera.
Holy, that thing is huge.
Yeah.
I did not know how big that was.
He sits behind my modular buildings.
That is enormous. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I got him as a Christmas gift like many years ago. Not something I asked for, but it's cool to just have one, and I think this is one of the cooler ones to get.
No,
Because
I think that's the best one they've made.
yeah, he's actually robotic.
I had a few. They're okay. I like the Stormtrooper ones that I have. I've taken them apart for pieces, but they're good. Not my thing. I'm not a Bionicle person, but oh wait, I can't say that either because people.
No, you can't talk bad about Bionicle or Star Wars, but you can talk bad about Ninjago because everybody hates Ninjago.
Well, here's the thing. I wasn't talking bad about Star Wars. I was supporting Star Wars.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
yeah. You can't talk about it you can't talk about certain things. You can talk bad about things that make sense, but not things that don't make sense.
okay.
Like, I don't get the whole like people defending the price points. Like, don't you guys all want more affordable sets? Like,
Yeah.
and this isn't me saying, oh, they should be 5 cents per part like Ninjago. I understand Star Wars is not going to have Ninjago price per part.
It's
But they
yeah.
also, Lego City is the same price per part a lot of the time as Star Wars,
Yeah.
which is it's not. It's just Lego realizing, oh hey, we can charge this much for this, so we will. And I just don't think it's right. Like, 'cause I think that's part of the appeal of Ninjago and why it sells so well is because the volume of what you get is always a lot for the price. Like, you get a lot more out of a Ninjago set than City or Star Wars.
Yeah.
But like the prices are just getting worse. Like, why does the Advent calendar have one of the best price per parts of the entire wave? Like, that should not be the case.
The Advent calendar's got some of the best minifigures.
It is. Yeah, it's one of the best
so
Advent. It's by far the best one in the past like 3-4 years, but it's probably one of the best overall too. Sweater vest Poe.
Yes. I like that it comes with that ray also, and it comes with both like a First Order and a Imperial Stormtrooper. I think that's so cool.
The Advent calendar is the one Star Wars set I buy a year, so.
Don't you usually get like one random other set? Like, I don't know.
It depends. Last year, literally the only one I got was.
No,
last year I got Yoda's Hut. Yeah, maybe the year, but one year I did only like. Yeah, I think it was the year before I only got the Advent calendar that year. I got some things for Christmas beforehand, but
yeah.
You know. Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star
Skywalker
Wars.
Saga coming soon.
I will get that game.
I will get that game too. Maybe I'll do a Let's Play on my YouTube channel.
Maybe this will finally be a Lego game that they add online multiplayer to.
No.
Not gonna happen.
If they did, I would think that I think that'd be fun to play with you recorded, but
Yeah, no, it would be so cool. I want them to do that.
no, online apparently is too tough for TT Games. Though they're
Yeah.
like TT Games doesn't exist anymore. Um,
What?
the Warner Bros. Games was sold to somebody, and TT is a division of that, so chances
Oh,
are it's
wow.
gonna be dissolved.
That's sad, kind of, because they've done
Yeah,
every Lego game ever.
well, not everyone ever, but yeah,
What haven't they done?
all the console ones, yeah. But there's been like all the Lego, like what we define as Lego game, yes, but there's been plenty of other like games that use Lego that weren't developed by TT.
Oh, okay.
Like I think a lot of the computer games back in the day weren't TT. None of the apps are, besides like
Oh,
the
like
Shadow of Ronin.
like the '90s games. Are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but
Okay,
then
yeah.
also like the apps and stuff, most of them aren't TT. Like I know they did Shadow of Ronin, which was a DS game that was ported
Yeah.
to mobile. Um, but then
Did
other games are just separate developers.
Did you play Shadow of Ronin?
I bought it and I played it a little bit and I enjoyed it. It's just like I can't stand to play a game on my phone. It's just
Okay.
the only game I can stand to play on my phone is Pokemon Go because that's
Yeah.
like made to be played on a phone. But like
What?
a full
Whatever
story.
happened to Ronin?
Um, he was in the finale of March of the Oni in the background.
Yeah.
He was arrested and hunted. Oh,
What was that? Oh God. Uh-oh.
headphones came out. What'd you say?
I said, what was that? Because you went like
Yeah, because I moved my arm down and there was a headphone wall right here and they
very
just
awesome. No, but yeah, like with Star Wars, it's just like, just be happy we're getting anything. Like,
yeah.
but I mean, they could make super high quality, like they could make the best figures every single time, and people would still find something to complain about. So
Yeah. Well, like the prices. Complain about the prices. That's what you're allowed to
honestly,
complain. Complain about the prices, please. Because it's not going to change if we're all just like, it's okay. Charge 80 for the General Grievous Starfighter. It's only like 400 pieces, but it's okay. Don't
well,
do that.
okay. Here's the thing: I would have probably bought that set if it wasn't so much money.
I'm still considering buying it, but I hate that it's like, and like, Lego Ambassador Network gives me like some free stuff, and I could choose to get that, but even free,
Yeah.
I'm like, do I really want that to be $80 of what I pick out?
Yeah, no, it's
like,
hard to stomach.
if like I can't even stomach getting it for free. That's how bad the price is. Like,
And
they really need
here's
to
the thing:
fix it.
my main theme that I buy is Harry Potter. Like that is definitely what I buy the most of.
Which again, that one has good price per
Well,
parts
yeah, that's
too.
what I'm gonna say.
Usually.
I always feel good about buying those because they're big. Like the sets are big for the price, and they always.
Especially that one with the dragon you got last
Okay,
year.
you know what? That is an exception. That set is my least favorite Harry Potter set. But whatever. It has good figures. I mean, they're not necessary figures, but they're good. But Harry Potter has very consistently good price per part. So,
Yeah.
and that is also licensed. Like it's
Yeah.
not. I don't know. But Star Wars price is poopy.
And I mean, I haven't actually. Marvel's pretty bad as well. Like superheroes is pretty terrible price per
Yeah.
part as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I haven't looked enough into those because those were revealed before I started my YouTube channel, so I didn't make a news video covering them. But yeah,
the new wave's not terrible. The sets look big, but some of the price per parts aren't great. I don't like the Helicarrier. I don't think that's a very good set.
but you know what set is really good? The junior set, the
Oh
4+ set.
yes, yes.
What isn't it like $80 for 200 pieces?
I think it's 70.
$70, but it's
I
like
don't know.
223 pieces. I think
It has an awful piece count, and
It comes with the Hulk though. It's actually got a great figure selection, like a really really great figure selection.
half of the
But
figures are exclusive. It comes with Loki, an exclusive Captain Marvel, and an exclusive Hulk. Cheers.
that Hulk's gonna be so expensive
I know.
aftermarket. That Hulk alone is probably gonna be like $40 to $50.
Probably.
That's crazy.
A lot of the Hulk, they make so many Hulk big figs. Like they made the Professor Hulk in the white suit, and that's a really good big fig. But like, I'm sure I've not seen how much that goes on the aftermarket, but I'm sure it's not cheap.
Yeah. That's what I could make a video about my lime green collection, but at one point I was trying to collect all of the lime green minifigures that exist. I'm saying this to the audience, not to you, because I
I
know
know,
you're
I know, I
aware.
know, I know.
And I got really close. I got to the point where I was only missing like 3 figures that are lime green that exist, and then Hulk for, I don't remember. It was, I think they were just from like random
Okay.
CMFs. But then a set called Hulk versus Red Hulk released. That set comes with a lime green Hulk big fig and a lime green She-Hulk fig. And that set was $60 and was really ugly and had like, yeah, and it had like no pieces in it. So like, I'm like, I'm not buying that
Yeah.
because like it should have been like $30, maybe 40 with the big figs,
It
but not
it was
60
just like
ever.
2 monster trucks.
Yeah, like there was very, very much a kid set with very, very like collector's
Yeah.
minifigures, which was really weird. And then because that set was so terrible, no one wanted to buy it. So both She-Hulk and that Hulk, I'm pretty sure, are still super expensive on
Yeah.
Bricklink. So I sort of gave up my lime green collection after that. I may get back into it at some point because at least I could post the haul
Yeah.
videos. But yeah, that was. God, I do not like Lego Marvel when it does that.
Marvel minifigures too can just be like really hit or miss. Like sometimes they're
Yeah.
fantastic and sometimes they're just like bad.
It's weird. It's all just really
Yeah,
weird.
no, definitely. Spider-Man figures are pretty consistently good though.
Yeah. Well, movie-based figures usually aren't. Though, actually, no, I take that
Yeah.
back. Movie-based figures can be really bad. Solo movie figures usually are pretty good.
Usually. There are probably
Yeah.
exceptions that I can't remember, but
with something like Spider, I guess it goes back into the whole budget conversation we were having earlier. Like,
yeah.
Spider-Man, you only have to make Spider-Man and the villains, right? With
Mhm.
something like Avengers, you have to make so many different heroes that like the budget for each of them has to be spread out rather than giving Spider-Man arm printing or whatever.
Yeah, and usually 90% of the budget goes to Iron Man minifigures. So
Also, what 2017 in 2017, because if you didn't know, DC and Marvel, I'm pretty sure, share their budget
yeah,
because
they do.
superheroes is like one division of Lego, and the Lego Batman movie was considered DC, so Marvel got like none of the budget that year because
Yeah.
because Lego Batman movie got it all.
Yep.
So that's why, and pretty much any Marvel figure from that year was pretty terrible,
That's so lame.
or just a reused part.
I think it was more reused parts. Like they just
Yeah.
fig bashed a lot.
But also, I think it was like a lot of no leg printing and everything, which is still an issue. But
Yeah. The no leg printing isn't the end of the world though. What I really don't like is when they reuse one face on the same, like different characters in the same line.
yeah, I agree. The one that really bothered me was Chris Pratt as Bucky Barnes.
That's what I was thinking too.
Which isn't as big of a deal now because they have updated the Chris Pratt face, so you could use the old one for Bucky and the new one for Star-Lord. Though he's gotten a new face from Bricktober.
Yeah,
too,
yeah. So both have unique faces now.
I think my Bucky currently has the Prince of Persia face on it because it's like a bearded face that works. That's another thing is I can't see the old Chris Pratt face as anything but Chris Pratt.
I know.
It's clearly designed after his likeness, so giving it to Sebastian Stan is just not correct.
And then the other one that kind of bothers me is the Captain America also being used on Hawkeye.
That's even worse because, like, at least at the time of the Bucky Barnes and Star-Lord thing, at least at that time, like, yes, they were both Marvel, but they were two separate parts of the Marvel Universe. Like, those characters would never interact at that point in time. But, like, two of the Avengers had two of the 7 Avengers had the same face.
Not only that, they were in the same line of sets. They were both in the Civil War sets, which is so weird.
Yeah. And the face was designed specifically for Captain America, right?
Yeah.
And what Civil War came out in 2017? 17, yeah.
Was it 17? I might be 16. I think I was in 10th.
Yeah, it was 16. I think it was 16.
I was a sophomore when it came out.
Yeah. So I think and then Age of Ultron was 2015, right?
Yeah.
And they had a original Hawkeye face from Age of Ultron that was based on Jeremy Renner. Yeah. Jeremy Renner is the
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner. They had a Jeremy Renner face that they designed for that Age of Ultron, and I don't know why they didn't just reuse that one. I guess it was out of print for like a year.
No, those sets were still on shelves.
Then why not? Why give it Cap's face? A face that was
I don't
specifically
know.
designed for
I
Cap.
don't.
Like it's, they're not as bad now. It's Harry Potter that's having that issue,
Yeah,
but
which honestly, the one that really bothers me is Ginny because that looks nothing like her.
yeah,
Because I know a few other characters are also doing that, but you honestly most of the time it works. Draco it works well, and also that is one of my favorite head prints ever. So I'm glad they're reusing it because I've been wanting to get that for a while and it's not cheap. Um, then they're using Molly Weasley's head from the Helga Pufflepuff, which doesn't bother me at all because I will never
no,
use
that
those
one doesn't
figures
bother me
together,
either.
and it
Yeah,
works well for both of them. So,
yeah.
but like I don't like where that's going.
Yeah, but the weird thing is like how much effort and time is put into all the torsos and legs for
I
that
know.
game. I guess they're prioritizing those over the heads, but I feel like you should still have new heads because like nothing has new heads this wave. It seems like
No, there's
because even like Bellatrix and stuff, right? Those are reused
yeah,
heads
you're
too.
right. No, some of the Arthur Weasley has a new head. The werewolf guy, I don't remember his name. Fenrir Greyback has a new head. Um, Slughorn has a new print. Because they wanted to keep the Bricktober exclusive. All the Dursleys have new head prints, which is cool.
Which is, that's weird
I
though.
know. I'm
Like,
not complaining.
yeah,
Dobie has a new head print, which was not necessary, but I think they just wanted to keep the one in the CMF exclusive. But there are figures with new head prints. It's just the main ones don't.
yeah,
It's what it is.
and we'll have to wait to see the CMF to see what those
those should be
face prints.
those should be being revealed soon. I think.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, it's usually August,
Yeah.
like late July, August. Yeah, for a September release. Yeah.
Hmm. Although CMF is different.
What do you
They
mean?
always reveal CMF way before they come out.
No, no, no. I mean, I'm talking about
Oh, you
CMF.
are?
That's usually what
Oh,
it
okay.
is.
Well,
Yeah.
usually it comes out in August, not September.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's usually like a little bit over a month
Oh,
beforehand.
okay.
And
Yeah,
if they're coming out in September, then it should be
whatever.
late July, August-ish.
We'll probably be seeing it within a couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think we should end it here?
I think so, because we've been recording for
An
like
hour?
40 minutes plus the 15
Yeah.
earlier. So yeah, that sounds like plenty to
Yeah.
me. So thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. We're probably going to try to do this weekly,
Yeah.
maybe.
No, I think we should try to keep it weekly. I mean, unless there's
And
absolutely nothing to talk about, we won't like waste your time. But
yeah. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Subscribe for more and press like on the video. If you have any suggestions on subjects for us to talk
yeah,
about in future podcasts, let me know. Obviously, I have my Q&As and everything where more personal questions could be directed. But if you want to just hear a discussion between two people on a certain subject, you can leave it in the comments. And as long as it's not political, we'll talk
yes,
about
we will talk about
it.
Lego and toy subjects, and
Yes.
that is probably about the range that either of us feels comfortable talking about publicly.
Yep, sounds about right.
For
But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. I'm still unsure how this video is going to turn out, so I'm sorry if it's a laggy mess, but at least the audio should be okay.
yes, for once.
And
uh, thanks for
thanks for watching, everybody.
thank you for watch. Have a good day.
Have a good day. See you guys. Bye.